What's good, everybody? This is the Black Effect, the real Black Effect. Man, we back. I know that I was gone for a minute, but I couldn't stay away. It's been too many things going on within the black community, with black people, and with blacks in the world. With people of the original people of the Bible, the people who were the first on the earth. There's been too much going on with black people. So I want to go ahead and touch on this situation of black fatigue. This is what I'm hearing a term, this is all across the internet, called black fatigue. Of course, this was a term that was originally coined to be something, that this was originally made up to be something else, and it's been hijacked. This is a term that's been hijacked just like a lot of other terms have, that's dealt with, that black people have dealt with, that has been hijacked. But this has been taken, what started off as something true. I mean, there are a lot of people, what I would say, it's not black fatigue, it's ghetto fatigue. And the term was coined in 2020. And this term was used to mean that black people were tired, stemming from all of the things that they've been through generationally, when it comes to slavery, when it comes to poverty, when it comes to systematic oppression and racism. All of these things exist. Well, they've existed for a long time. Nowadays, look at streamers. You can get some money. You don't have to sit around being negative, but at the same time, there's still stigmas and stereotypes. Look at this. This is an example. People will still use blanket stereotypes to look at you a certain way. And it doesn't matter, how some people will be like, some white people will be like, oh, well, I'm not talking about all your blacks, like Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, he didn't specify, he went on a little rant video. He didn't specify the specific blacks. He specified all. He looks at the majority of black people as being negative, YNs, having this crash out mentality. And he speaks of, wanting to go off and white people should go off by themselves and live by themselves. That's nothing new anyway. Like, white flight is something that's been going on for the longest periods of time. That's been going on since we got our freedom. Like, white people have been trying to run away from black people. First of all, you had segregation, but that was all rooted in oppression. This was all, black people were discriminated against, couldn't get certain jobs. Now you want to say, try to change. It's people who will try to even change history. Like, they didn't want them jobs. They didn't want to work. They didn't want to do this. They couldn't get certain jobs. No, they didn't want to work for peanuts. They didn't want to go, basically be indentured servants again. Like, they didn't have, and you also remember these people were stolen. So these people didn't have the education to be able to do certain things, so they had to get that. So generate all these things have mattered. It's been like a generational curse. But of course, these things were, God ordained by God because of the sins that we have committed. You understand? But see, now white people are paying for their sins. You could have the black fatigue all you want, but you caused it. You're only dealing with the outcome. It's the cause and effect, the effect of what you've caused. You came into the land, raped and pillaged everything, took a people, enslaved them, and took away their history, took away their culture. Basically, just took away their identities. And then have these, now black people are finding that more black people are waking up. Just as many black people who you see crashing out, it's definitely more that are waking up. And people make mistakes. Young people are going to make mistakes. Just because, again, I would call it I would definitely say that it's ghetto fatigue. You have some black people who are joining in and saying and using these terms. Like, quit cooning and buck dancing, man. I'll never get tired of being black, fatigued of being black.